Yeah, this is Sammy Loco podcast, podcast number 92. I'm your host, Sammy Loco, and I'm here with, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ladies first.
Okay, my name is Pretty Brittany, aka Britt. Okay.
Go ahead.
You know, Drizzy Dre. Follow me on IG. 2_ fuck cancer. That's PHUCKANCER 2 times. And you can follow me also on Facebook, Marathon Dre.
All right. So, the first question is why men
Thanks for
cheat.
having me again, Sam. My fault.
Oh, you
Yeah.
good. You good.
Yeah.
First question: why men cheat? So I'm gonna let damn, that's why I call you son. I'm gonna let Brittany go with that first.
Why I think men cheat?
Yeah.
I think men cheat for multiple reasons. They're not satisfied. You know, they want to have their cake and eat it too. And sometimes it's an insecurity within themselves.
Okay. That's it.
I mean, that's pretty much what I think. You either being too greedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to have it all, right? Or you're not satisfied in your relationship, so you go get what's satisfying you, but still stay in a relationship like a dumbass. Or, you know, you insecure within yourself. You so insecure that you seek validation and, you know, this girl like me, all right, cool. You know, that's how you gain your confidence. That's just what I think.
All right. So, Jam, you gonna go or you want me to go?
If we gonna hold court, my nigga, we gonna hold court.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm gonna let you go, you know. I'm gonna let you get your aspect from a marriage aspect, and then I'm gonna speak on a single aspect.
Right.
Okay. I mean, this is two aspects though. So I'm gonna give you younger me. Younger me, I didn't have nobody in high school, right? Now, had a high school sweetheart, if you want to say that. So that was the only piece of ass I was getting at the time. So as a person that didn't have all the girls after him and stuff like that, and then one day everything is just falling in your lap when you get 19, 18, 20, especially after a breakup or something like that, you start getting more confidence. So men cheat because of three things, in my opinion, as me being older. One, for confidence, because if you are around the guys, it's a competition with the people you're around. So if you're around a bunch of nerds and nobody cares about pussy and stuff, nobody's gonna care about that. So then you have that. Then you have for ego. Men cheat for ego.
Right.
Okay. So I'm cheating because, oh, you know what? I see something on IG, let's say, you know, the fake butt girls or whatever the case may be. And you actually see somebody that's in the BBW club and you say, oh, damn, I might can get that. Okay. All right. Or I might can get.
So like a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Okay.
It's a challenge. And then on top of that, you know, you can do certain things with that person, or which most guys do, manipulate, mind fuck, whatever you want to say. And I get this girl to do whatever I want. She can buy whatever I want. But that's also guys that's going after low self-esteem girls. You can't do that with high self-esteem girls. Now, let's not get confused. Females do cheat also.
Yeah.
So females cheat for what? Emotional needs. Okay, this guy is here for me and this and that, and I fall for him. Guys
sexual needs too.
Sexual needs also. But then the last one is just, you know, it's just insecurity. I can have somebody at home, and I'm guilty of this too, because I was guilty for this. But you cheat because, you know, you talking to this person's more intellectual, this person's more on your, you know, on your level as far as freakiness or whatever the case may be. So that's why guys go to that. So, you know, as you get older, you're gonna see other people that you can reconnect with. So, you know, that's what I think. So, Jamie, you go with yours.
Well, both of y'all made great points. The number one thing I think why men cheat is they want their cake and eat it too, as well as we all do. But it's also because of the foundation that we come from. And it's something that's instilled within that individual. Not all males, just that individual. So it's like what Sam said, like it's a competition. Like, yeah, you might be able to fuck this. You know, can you fuck her? Oh, you fucked her? Oh, I fucked her too. Oh, see if you can hit this. See. And when it comes to that, it's just like Sam said, it's a competition. Ultimately, I think it's because a lot of people are settling for something and not really, they haven't really, excuse me, they haven't really found themselves. So, you know, when you get into a relationship, you know, you have to come with certain things. Everybody comes with baggage. Everybody, every individual. But you can't come into a relationship or a pre-relationship thinking that, yeah, this gonna work out and I could just do this and I could just do that. You can't do that. You gotta look at it like, okay, I need to come with this. Because a lot of times if you come with this, someone that you meet might come with that. And that's why the Bible say it should be equal yoke with everything. I think people just settle because they're tired of being lonely, but that dates back to the foundation that a lot of people grew up in. It's the foundation. A lot of people just settle with it. Now me, I'm not married. You know, I'm single. I don't have no kids. But I understand. I know a lot about a little bit. And from what I've seen and from what I've learned, it's just like, I think a lot of people, men, let me get back on the topic. I think a lot of men just do that because they just settle and like, okay, well, I know I can go back home to her because she's gonna let me do what I want to do. But that's something within her that she need to, you know, grow from. But at the same time, it's just like, I think just do that shit because they just want to do it. That's what I think. They just want to do it. And if you allow the man to do it, like I'm one person that will say this truly. If you complain about somebody hurting you over and over, but you keep going back to them, what you complaining for? Don't call my phone. Don't call your mom or dad. You know, like when you get to a certain age, it's just like you painting a picture for yourself. Don't keep going back to what, like, it's crazy because it's like, why? Why are you going back to what's hurting you? But you want to cry and stuff like that. You want, oh, he's hurting me so much. I believe people show you who they are before you get in a relationship with them.
No, that's not always true. That's not always true because people good at acting like they everything that you want. Okay. You know, and then it wears off.
Come on.
It wears off. See, that's why people need to take their time because people can only fake it for so long. Right. So you everything that I want, and that's when people go ahead and lock it in because I've done it myself. Okay. I'm like, oh, he's so perfect. He like what I like. But I notice you got to start asking people questions first and see how they react and don't just throw it all out there because some people just piggyback off of what you said. You know what I'm saying? And back to what you were saying with the settling thing, people do that for security, like especially like a woman with kids or with a kid. And, you know, he does everything, that I need him to do except for this. So they'll go out and cheat because they're missing that piece. Or the same thing as the man, they go ahead and do that because they're missing that piece. So I'm just trying to take
Dumbo closet, dangerous.
Fucking yo.
I told you close that window.
Yo. Listen, I don't care. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know where the fuck these nets be coming from, yo. I didn't Google
They dumb
how the
dog
fuck.
flies. They're
Yo,
nigga flies. That's what they do. They find a way in your house.
that was a net. That was a net.
You thought that was
GNAT.
nothing. Wait till them cicadas. They gonna be here.
I don't think they're gonna touch dumb dog. But going back,
Shit.
going
I
back
was
to
gonna
what you
say
just
what I wanted to
said.
say though.
All right, go ahead.
So I agree. You know, I agree with what she said, but I really think it dates back to that selling thing. That's real. I really think that's real. You know, sometimes and when you look at it, it's just like, okay, you're gonna settle for this because you can't get this, or I'm one, neighborhood Nip, my favorite rapper. Rest in peace to him. You know, it's like it's a marathon. So a lot of people don't be able to look at it like that. It's just like a lot of what's the word? What's the words I'm looking for? A lot of people think like, okay, you in your 20s, you're supposed to have it together. No, you're not. You think you're supposed to have the family or the preliminary family, and have this car, that car, be taking trips. A lot of people don't look at it like that. But what it dates back to it is people settle. People settle. They really did. I think people really settle. But you made some good points too, Britt. You definitely did. Sammy, what?
Well,
What's yours, dog?
all right. So when you say people settle, and this is something I came up with today. I wrote this on Facebook because that's why I go on Facebook and write shit like this. You will keep meeting the same person in different bodies until you learn your lesson. So the thing is that you're going to keep, like, God's going to keep putting people in front of you. They put they put them in your face and stuff, and people will pop out the blue. People will keep being there, and it will be your decision at the end of the day to say, okay, I'm tired of this. Because that's all it is. It's just negative energy, toxic energy. And after a while, you're going to say, I don't need this in my life no more. And going back to what you're saying with people thinking, oh, I need this in my 20s, I need this in my 30s. The thing is that people think that way because, once again, that all goes back to the cheating situation, man and female. They're going to cheat and stuff like that because of peer pressure and what society tells them. I gotta chase the biggest ass. But yet again, they chase the biggest ass. They get they get the most prettiest girls. But guess what? If you get them pregnant, then you got baby mama issues. Same thing with females. Oh, I need a big dick. The dick gotta be big as shit. You get the big dick. One, you probably can't handle it. Or two, you got a kid by it.
Say number one again. Say number one again, though.
Hold up, no, I'm not about to let y'all do girls like that.
I'm just saying that's the truth.
That's the truth, though. I mean, this is no capping. Yeah. This is no capping podcast too. Like, it's really the truth. Like, I mean, in the flesh, live in the flesh, like that's just how it be. Sam.
Yeah,
and y'all want all that and can't handle it either. So don't do that.
I meant to left that. I left that out. Don't do that. Some guys chase after the biggest booty and they can't pass the cheeks. Can't pass the cheeks.
All you gotta do is spread them.
Some people came
to spread them. You still gotta have something to go up in there.
Because at the end of the day, you still gotta part the seat and can't part the seat. And then
what did Noah do? What the fuck did Noah do? What did he do?
But remember, he had a big ass boat.
You damn right, nigga. You gotta have a big ass boat to part the sea, goddamn.
All right. And don't get me wrong. Some females say, okay, I know my limitation. I know I can't handle 8 inch. Some people want 5, and some people satisfied with 5. Because at the end of the day, you just like Luke. I'll call him Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke always says this.
He always is somebody DM.
He's always in somebody. Yes, 62 years old and everything. He will always say this to me. He said, Sam, I don't care about performing because I'm competing against Mandingo toys that's 12 inches. I can't compete with that. I'm old. I ain't got nothing to prove. As soon as I squirt, pass the remote. Pass the remote. I don't give a fuck about you. You want some money? Pass the remote. Pass the remote. So at the end of the day, that's what he does.
This nigga
So
said, pass the remote.
that's what he says.
Remote.
He says, I'm gonna put him on IG Live tomorrow. He said when he squirts, he said after he gets done,
oh my God.
and after the Viagra wears off, pass the remote. Thank you.
Yo,
You
that
want
nigga be
$10?
wilding.
He be wilding.
He do.
But going to the next question. And this coincides with the cheating. Why do men think women are crazy?
Oh.
Oh.
Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm ready for this.
Britt, can I ask you a question? And then I'm gonna go. I want you to not get locked in on the question too much. So we make women crazy, right? If the woman is really into us, we make them crazy, right?
No. It's a two-sided thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm ready for it. Because it's a two-sided thing.
I think we fuck up. I ain't gonna lie. I think if a female
in a sense, because you okay, so I'm just giving my response to that. So on one side of it, yes, men do make women crazy because you try to make it seem like she's being delusional. In some cases, not you, but some men be doing stuff for real, right? And try to make it seem like they being delusional. They don't know what they talking about. You know, they don't have the proof, blah, 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 and really be out here really doing this stuff. And then when it comes out later, you know, oh, she acting crazy. Or you invest all this stuff and you told her all these lies, made her believe all this stuff. And then you want to go ahead and call her crazy when, you know, you created this problem, right? And then some girls, right, on the other hand of it, take things from their previous relationship and their previously problems or whatever, and automatically put it on the next nigga when, you know, just because he did you like that don't mean I'm gonna do you like that. And then do come off as crazy because, you know, you going off of what happened to you in the past. So it can definitely go both ways. So it's not just the men, you know, all the time. And then sometimes it could be based off of things that happened in their childhood, their relationship with their father, right? Or the opposite for the male. So it could be multiple things. But a lot of times, you know, men create this thing and create all these problems and then want to call the women crazy for things that they've done. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, that's that's you hit points right there. I think we fuck shit up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I think if
sometimes.
A female, sometimes, because I'm wanting to say this. It's always two sides to a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Whether if I said something to you or I did something, it's always a lot of people are reactors. Some people force situations, you know, but a lot of people be reactive. So it's just like, oh yeah, I'm about to react off of this. Oh, this, you know what I mean? So that right there, that's something to go on for some time right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is.
And it's so refreshing to hear a man say that, because usually men will say the opposite. I ain't make her crazy. You just crazy. You crazy. You crazy. And it's them being emotional because you done did all this stuff to them, made them think that this wasn't true, made them think that you wasn't talking to this girl, you wasn't messing with this girl, or you wasn't going to do all this stuff to her, or you was going to, you know, break up with her before you did this and that, and then you go turn around and do it, and it hurt, and then now you want to call her crazy. But just about every guy that has come up with, they was like, oh, well, you know, I didn't make you crazy. You did that. And blame it on the female when they done did all this shit to make her that way. Well, lying, cheating, you know, not keeping your promise.
Yeah. The thing about it is, as far as that, it's crazy because I got a woman on the screen. I'm not really looking at, but it's on camera. You know, I go back and look back. The thing about it is that dates back to accountability.
Yes. Oh
That's
my
your
God.
foundation.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know how to take accountability, or if you haven't learned, you're gonna do that. You're that's it's a man, it's the victim. It's playing the
Mm-hmm.
victim.
Yep.
Like, damn, yo, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck she acting like this? Yo, yeah, yo, what? Like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, you have to look at what you're doing at the other person. You know, whether
Yep.
if y'all in a relationship or if y'all just messing around. You gotta look
Mm-hmm.
at what you're doing to the other person because, like I said, a person is gonna show you who they are, I believe, within them 90 to 120
Yep.
days. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
show you exactly who they are. You're gonna know, okay, this person ain't gonna react to this. That
Mm-hmm.
person ain't gonna react to this, right? And then what you gotta do, you gotta take yourself, and it's hard to take yourself out your body, especially if you stubborn. I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I'm firm. I ain't gonna lie. I be right a lot of times, but sometimes I really had to come back and just say, you know, like, or you know, like relapse, like, damn, you know, like, Jamie, you shouldn't have reacted like this because look at where this situation went,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then when you think about it, you're like, damn, you shouldn't have did that. That person ain't gonna react like that. They ain't
Yeah.
gonna react the way you want them to, you know, like what's in your mind don't mean the other person is thinking what's in your mind. Like you could be
Mm-hmm.
soulmates, but your soulmate still might not think like you a lot of times.
Yeah. And see, that's what a lot of people get messed up because they know how they are. And just be like, if somebody's sensitive like me, I'm a sensitive person. If you know that I'm sensitive, then you know there's certain things you just shouldn't say because you know I'm going to take it a certain way. Or even if you're not a sensitive person, not everybody is you. So everybody takes stuff differently. Some people get offended by stuff. Um, you know, it's all in the way you say things, all in the way you treat people. So it is important to not get so stuck on yourself that you can't look at stuff from other people's point of view.
Yeah, take yourself out your body. And that's one of the things on this marathon of life. You know, Nipsey Hussle said that. He said, one of the things that us as people, what we have to do, we have to think about how we react when we feel disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us don't, we're still all growing. We still are, we're going to be learning and growing until the day that line go flat. Right? That's just what a lot of people not able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to get to my response to that, um, with that, I think you have men and you have boys. A man is
Mm-hmm.
going to understand that, he's going to adapt, and also being self-aware. For me, younger me was disrespectful and being an asshole. I learned that, okay, it's about my tone, it's about this and about that. Certain things I might say that might trigger somebody to their childhood. So if I say, all right, let's say Valentine's Day come here. Me and that person been together for about 2 years. And Valentine's Day, I don't give a fuck about Valentine's Day. And then she comes around and she's expecting, okay, my dad used to give me something on Valentine's Day, a little flower, little chocolates here and there. And she's used to that. She gets with you and she's expecting that. And you say you don't give a fuck. After a while, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to say, all right, so this motherfucker don't care. And it's going
Yeah.
to drive them crazy after a while. And that goes for men too, because men might feel a certain way. Like, my last girlfriend gave me something for my birthday, and she might come by and say, look, I'm going to cook you some hot dogs and beans. First of all, you're not supposed to be with that person if she's cooking hot dogs and beans for your birthday. If she's not going to take the next level and take you out to eat or cook you a good home meal, or whatever the case may be, or go on a trip, whatever the case may be, that's going to drive a person crazy after a while. But the thing, y'all, all y'all saying the same, like saying the right things, but it always comes down to, accountability. Like you can always leave a situation and you can always learn, be self-aware about why you went crazy. So if a person, if a guy is making you crazy, you got to understand, okay, why did it get to that level? I need to be self-aware and I need to handle this situation. So if I'm if a guy, like, I heard this a long time ago, but it might be true, might not be true, because I never took dick in my life. Pause on that. But
Pause.
pause on that. But they
What
said
the
they say
fuck?
they say
Oh,
they say that,
Fuck.
with that, females go crazy because, we fuck them and then we leave. So
hold
they
up.
say,
No, I know what you're talking about.
okay,
See,
No,
all right,
Britt,
with
Britt, Britt,
women,
no,
no,
Britt,
'cause
no,
with
no,
women,
Britt.
go
You gotta
ahead.
let Sam finish. You gotta let him
right?
finish. He didn't cut us off at all, and we kind of went off subject, but we still were talking about the subject.
Okay, I'm just gonna wrap it up on that
Boston
then.
fucking lost. God damn it. My
Okay,
bad. Go ahead.
so with that, that will bring anybody crazy, and then that creates abandonment issues. So some females and males have abandonment issues. So usually them girls that be getting the one night stands and stuff, and they don't hear back from that person that they just had a one night stand with, that makes them crazy. I understand that, but you have to go to ground level and be self-aware. Like, how did I get to this situation? And it goes back to you asking questions. Some females don't ask no questions. They just say, I'm here for a good time, and that's it. And some guys come into the situation and say, okay, this is my girl. And they really not your girl. And they let you know from Jump Street, oh, you a fuck boy. You here to fuck, and it's time for you to get out. My kids wake up in the morning for school, you gotta get the fuck out. And the same thing for men.
Yikes.
Man be like, your Uber has arrived. So at the end of the day, you know, it might be that. It might be that. But I can't really pinpoint why women get crazy and why men think they're crazy. I don't think all females are crazy. I just think a lot of females is not self-aware about, their toxic level. Everybody has a toxic level. It might be a 5, it might be a 2, it might be a 10, it might be even 20. But you have to be self-aware. Like, I know I'm crazy. Uh, this made me crazy. I'm gonna avoid those type of niggas, and I'm gonna, go by my business. But you go ahead with yours. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna piggyback on what you said, but you said it. It's all about compromising, and taking accountability. And like I agree with what you said. Girls, I think females need to know when to exit, because that's like the issue. Once somebody start making you feel a certain way, like real bad, and make you feel like you got to jump out of your character, it's time to go.
It also goes back to the cutoff. You gotta learn how to cut people off. Younger
Yep.
people don't know how to cut off because they say, okay, but then it also goes back to what I was saying. You're gonna keep getting the same bodies until you learn your lesson. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. The
Some
next
real
question
shit.
is, what does a man look at when they first meet a woman? So I mean, for me, younger me, it's just looking at everything sexual. Everything sexual.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Older me is looking for, okay, do they
I love
have a
titties.
do,
So
okay?
I'm being honest. I'm honest. Like, I'm honest to a fault. Like,
But that's the truth, though. Men can only focus on 2 things at a time. So if you got 2 eyes you got 2 nostrils. Some people like nose. Some people like feet.
yo, it's a lot of people dirty. Dirty likes feet.
Dirty is
be
fucking
on
crazy, and it's from
OnlyFans.
Florida. Niggas from Florida are crazy.
Dirty likes feet.
Yeah. Brittany, if you don't know who Dirty is, that's his name. His name is Dirty E, and Dirty E what? Music?
Dirty music.
Dirty E Music. Check him on Instagram. Whatever. You make fun of his
He
hairline all the time.
Yeah, he really don't have no hairline.
I don't think I want to check him out. I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, anyway. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go with the other things.
Late,
yeah. But some guys like those type of things. For me, it has to be if you got a brain. Some people, like younger people would think like, okay, I look pretty, niggas gonna come to it. It goes back to the light skin, dark skin thing.
Oh
So
my
it's
God, I hate that.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of females that was light skinned back in high school, they was just sitting back like, oh, niggas gonna jump on me. Same thing with light skinned guys. They do that, all that shit, and they
I
think
hate
good.
that.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. It goes back to that, but I'm off topic with that. But for
Carisha,
Carisha,
Carisha.
I don't know.
Carisha Bradley.
But to be honest with you, guys look at that. Some guys look at teeth too. But it's all like people look at the feet and everything, your appearance, because of okay, did this person have good hygiene? Because I always heard that people, not guys that have foot fetishes, they like feet, but they also look at your feet because they say, oh, if her feet is bad and fucked up, then that means you know what is fucked up.
Yeah. I heard that. Yeah, I heard
That's
that.
so shallow.
I mean,
Well, what I think is initially with anyone, right? Initially, when you first look at someone, you're going for appearance. I don't care what nobody says.
We talking about you now, or we talking about the younger you?
I feel like with everyone, okay, you go okay. So if we're comparing younger me and older me, yeah. But you said initially, like when you first see someone, you're going off appearance. You're not going to walk up to someone that you're not attracted to, and then once you start a conversation with them, you are, well, me personally, I'm looking to see, okay, are you intelligent? Can you hold a conversation? Are you responsible? What type of person you are. Then I'm digging deeper. But initially, when you see someone, it is appearance. Now, me personally, now, well, when I was younger, you had to be fine. You had to look a certain way, like, oh, you had to be built like this. But now I'm more so, I'm not even into people that's like overly attractive or, so into themselves. At one point I was on dating apps and, if they got pictures where they taking their shirt off. Yeah. They taking their, don't judge me, Jamie. Okay. When they taking their shirt off or whatever, or just being overly like trying to show off and be like, oh, I got this car, I got this, and I got this money. And like, I'm not into stuff like that because, I'm too old for that. But I feel like initially what men look at is appearance, and women as well, because you're not going to just approach someone that you're not attracted to, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Britt? Okay. I wasn't trying to be rude because I know how I say things.
Yeah.
Younger me.
7 years ago, yeah.
7 years ago, 7 years ago, I aged out of foster care at 21. I'm 28. So, throughout that time, I get personal. I was looking for love a lot, I would study what a person would do. I will say that. I was looking for love. I had my grandmother, but it's nothing like that mother that you came out of. But I thank God for my grandmother, because she gave me that motherly love. So a lot of times when I was younger, I was slanging dick. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the group home, wasn't coming to the group home when I was supposed to. But as I got older, I say once I hit college, when I was going to college, then I started looking at stuff different. I started looking at women, what is it, the frontal or hairline or something like that. I started looking at like how that was. And I was just looking at them like, I listened to, like I was saying the last podcast, I listened to a lot of them, like how they talk. The ratchet ones, you could always tell how the ratchet ones were. Like you could tell who the ratchet ones or from the ones that was really serious. The ratchet ones, a lot of times, they come to class, hella snacks and shit. Oh, girl, I'm on the phone, da, da, da. But the ones that were serious, like, they'd just be, attentive. That's what I would pay attention to a lot of times. As I got older, I looked at, what people said or females, what they said, and watch how they carried themselves, what they was doing. Like I could really tell, like, damn, you really about to go to this study class right here after you get out of class. Like, damn, you serious. I just look pretty much at the mental and how they carry themselves. Pretty much. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, when I was younger, I still love titties, but back then I love titties even more. I'm honest to a fault. I ain't gonna lie, man. This no Catman part 2, man. I'm not gonna lie.
So you don't when you first meet somebody, right? When you first going out and you looking around.
You talking about where I'm at today? Because I'm not homeless.
Today now. Because the old you, just whatever. But now, like initially when you see someone, you're gonna go after someone that you're attracted to, like physically attracted to, and then you dig deeper into their mind and how they are and stuff like that. You're not gonna go after someone, even if they're not like the finest thing you've ever seen. They got to be somewhat attractive to you, right?
Yeah, because looks not, like you said. I
it's
believe
not everything.
You said that, Britt. Yeah, right. I believe you said that. Yeah, looks not everything. It's just more so. Yeah, if I see something that I like, I might engage. I can really tell a lot about a person, off our first conversation. Like just how you speak, like how you come off, because I'm gonna come off as a gentleman. I might look like a street nigga or whatever, but I'm gonna come off as a gentleman. I can tell what you're used to or how you view me based on how you react to what I say to you. So I say, hi, hey, how you doing? Da da da. If you, oh boy, that's I don't need that in my life, So I can tell a lot about just what you say when I first start talking to you. I really can. That's you got another question?
Yeah, we got.
Oh no, I'm good. I agree with you.
No, I was saying she got another question because it looked like that mouth needs to ask another question. That's what it looked like. It looked like she's about to ask another question.
You looking at my mouth? You need to.
No. All right.
Let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question.
What she talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. The next question is do people still believe in marriage? Pretty much. Oof. Do people still believe in marriage? I'll go first then, because I know y'all going to go back and forth with this one. For me, I think it's all about how you was raised, your morals, and your foundation, and where you see yourself at. So if you are the type person that has to have a marriage and stuff, and y'all don't get me wrong, it's about what you see every day. So if you're surrounded by a bunch of people that's married and you in a marriage, but you don't see the rough patches and you're not willing to go through the rough patches, then don't get married. Don't waste each other's time, stuff like that. But if you still want to get married and you just want to look at it from a standpoint of, okay, I want to get married, but we got to focus on this. And if those situations are not getting fixed, y'all need to take your time and get things rolling and get past the bullshit. So with that being said, I mean, people believe it, but that's why you got some couples that get married when they're 20. Some people get married when they're 40, but some people just get married just for the show. Some people want to get married because I want to have for females, it would be look at me now, bitch moment. For guys, it might be like, yo, I'm responsible, I'm not in the clubs no more, this and that. But at the end of the day, you probably still doing dirt. She probably still doing dirt. And I really hate this, and I might sound like a complete asshole, but I don't care. I hate the people that go and put their whole life on social media, and it's a whole big fake ass thing.
Thank
But
you, yo. Thank
like,
you, yo. Thank
you,
you.
like for instance, I used to work with this guy, and he used to, always talk about his wife and stuff. But he has a tracking. He's tracking her on her phone. But you the one that's doing dirt. So you come in and at the job. I'm trying not to say his name, but he has his ring on.
Fuck him.
Flashing around. Well, it's not like Bernie Mac when you said that, but but the thing is like he has it there, and on social media he has his profile picture, this and that, holding his girlfriend and stuff like that, and then everybody like, okay, so you're married to her and this and that. Man, she get on my damn nerves, this and that. But if you're not in it for the struggle and you haven't been through the trenches with that person, don't waste your fucking time.
Trials and
Don't waste.
tribulations.
Yeah. And not everybody has to get married. That's the thing about it. Get a marriage to me is like an economical situation.
Agreement.
Because agreement, yeah. Where it can be a situation too. Because if you know this person is a lazy ass at work, don't want to do this, don't want to do that, don't have a baby with them. Don't get married. Don't just say, hey, we're here to fuck, that's it, or whatever the case may be. But
they be like, the raw sex is so good, it don't feel the same.
You can do
that,
that without getting married.
No, I'm saying that's what they say.
Yeah, but guess what? They have these jackrabbits and dildos and stuff, and then now they got the sex dolls. So
The little rose with the
little rose, the pocket pussy, as they call it. So
oh,
it's no excuse.
she knows. So yeah. You see, did you see you know you can tell a lot about a person when they talk with their hands and shit. You see what she did.
I talk with my hands too. I don't have a sex doll.
I know.
You don't need the sex doll. You got a wife,
But
so, shit.
Hey,
Fuck you need a sex doll for, dog?
Hey, I have seen white people online that has the whole sex doll in the attic.
Things.
Yeah, they do. But they have the sex doll. They have the sex doll in the attic. And when their wife is like, Tom, I don't fight fucking tonight. Oh, fuck you then, bitch. Go up there and fuck the sex doll. And yeah, fuck you, Jenny. Go up there to the sex doll, paint it, call it, name it something else. All that shit.
That is crazy.
But I'll let y'all go with that though.
Go ahead, Jamie.
I'm over this bitch that ain't got a lot of votes. I'm loving this podcast. But I feel like people rushing to marriage. I feel like people don't really get there. It takes a long time. I won't say a lifetime. It takes a long time to actually get to know somebody. You got to study a person's habits. You got to know. When we were dating back, I believe it was the question before last and whatnot. You got to know what to trigger this person. When you come into marriage, you can't do those things. You can't say, oh, fuck it, she did this shit. She knew that. She knew she shouldn't have did that. So I'm about to click her buttons. You can't do that in marriage. I feel like people rush into it. Yeah, I believe in marriage. I want to get married one day. I ain't gonna lie. I think I want one kid though, because I've been taking care of people majority of my life. But I think that people just rush into it. I think marriage is good. It's just like you gotta really be ready for those trials and tribulations for it. But you really won't be ready for those trials and tribulations unless you really get to know and communicate with that person. You can't just say, I want to marry you because the sex good. I mean, do that. Because I mean, when you in that thing, it's just like you ain't think about nothing. You ain't think about nothing, But it's just like when you out and when you get your shit off, it's just like, look at that person. You really want to be with this person? damn, it seems like you kind of motherfucker. God damn, this fucking ass, yo. I can't deal with this shit. It's just like you gotta really look within yourself and find some meaning within yourself as far as that. Like, I think marriage is healthy. I think people should be married. I just also think people gotta really get to know each other. That's what I think.
Okay. I agree with what y'all saying. But nowadays, what I meant by that question is, do you think like it's realistic nowadays? So nowadays, no, I don't think so. Because people are not even serious about relationships. Everybody want to be single or be in a relationship but still do single things. Nobody wants to commit. You know, I just don't think it's just a realistic thing. In my eyes, I just don't think it is. People don't trust people no more. Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I ain't say nothing.
Okay.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, okay. But I just don't think that it's I don't think it's a realistic thing. Now, like what Sam was saying about what you was, taught growing up as and stuff like that. Yeah, right. And I do think that people do rush it. I feel like people are just doing it because they feel like that's what they're supposed to do. You have a baby with somebody, you're supposed to marry them. And in all reality, you are supposed to get married and then have a baby if we're going to follow the rules, but it don't work out like that all the time. And people just start, like we were saying earlier, settling. You start settling, you don't really know this person fully. And that's why people are so quick to get divorces, because it don't work out. It don't work out because you don't know this person. Or in my eyes, I feel like you should always, even though they say you're not supposed to, you should always live with somebody before you even get married. People sit here and get to know each other, date each other for a little while, then get married, then move in, buy a house and all that. You got to see how somebody, like you were saying, their habits, how they conduct themselves. If they're lazy, if they cook, do they clean? How, if y'all do have children, how how is your parenting? How you treat your parents, how do you treat your friends, how do you sort through problems, blah blah blah. Because once you're married, you're locked in. And then also somebody's finances. If somebody is deeply into debt, once you get married, that's your debt too. Yep. So you all messed up. So you got to take all that into consideration before you even get married. Just because you love somebody and you feel like you want to be with them doesn't necessarily just point to you being in a marriage. But overall, like, the idea of being married is ideal, but is it realistic? To me, no.
Yeah,
nope.
Well, I add this to it.
I've been engaged twice though, but nope. Well,
also with that,
that's my dog right there. That's my bro right there. That nigga Sammy. Well,
adding to that, people have different ideas of marriage. You have some females who I speak to that say, "Oh, he has to be the provider," and you see it online too. The man got to be provider, all this stuff and that. Some people say, "Oh, it's 50-50." Some people say, the man has to be provider and he has to pay all the bills and that. And then when you ask that famous question, if he's paying for all the rent and everything, and you got money coming in, what are you spending it on? Now, unless they taking care of the kids all day, they ain't got no job or something like that, that's fine. But then you have the other people that, will say, "Oh, well, I spend it on, on trips and stuff." Okay, so what if there's no trips? Just like last year, no trips was out there that a couple can go to. Single people can go on trips, but not really couples, because you can't do couple things. All you're gonna do is go to a hotel. You can sit at home and do all that shit. So the perception of marriage right now is just what they see on social media. And I really hate that sometimes when you have older people, they always say, "Oh, well, back in my day, you know, we stick together. Yeah, but then you find out later down the years, oh, granddad had 5 kids on the low.
And be
And then
miserable as hell.
and miserable as hell. And then when you get to that later age, you got motherfuckers that's in the I forgot that club that's on Redstone Road.
You
Oh
talking
shit!
about identity?
5 Mile, yeah, 5 Mile. They be in 5 Mile. They be at the
I
all
was about to
white.
say the 5 Mile.
Yeah, the 5 Mile. They can't be El Dorados, but you know they out there. They out there on old head night, sitting there. Oh, niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. Why niggas ain't shit? Oh, motherfucker left me. I gave him 10 years of my life. Who fault is that? That's
that's it all
yours.
that time.
I kind of bitterly.
Yeah. It goes to that.
Sam.
No, you're right. You're right. It goes into that. And that leads us to the next question. Are relationships a waste of time nowadays?
Who the fuck about to go? Cause
All right, I'll go first because y'all look at y'all
I'm
got
about
some
to
shit
say,
on your
'cause
chest.
I got some shit. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
you know,
You
I
go
can break
ahead.
a relationship down in different ways. I can. Repeat that question again, brother. One more
All right.
time.
All right, my Muslim brother. Are relationships a waste of time nowadays? Now, would you want me to go first before you do all this?
I ain't doing no. It was just funny because you called me Muslim, brother.
That's what they say, my brother.
You look at me as your brother. I look at you as my brother. So that's the only
How
reason.
it was the tone you said it, my brother.
Yeah. All right, so whatever.
Oh my god.
All right,
Hey,
I'll
go
go
ahead,
first.
Joe.
I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm about to go ahead. I can't
All right,
stop
so
laughing
I'll
at this nigga,
I'll
man.
break down relationships like the pyramid that I was telling you about, the little pyramid
Okay.
that
I
I need
like
to
that
trademark.
pyramid.
So the pyramid goes like this: you have enemies at the bottom, strangers. Then you
Oh,
have
shit.
associates. You have friends, best friend, family, and you know significant ones and loved ones, stuff like that. Some people start from the top. Some people fall all the way to the bottom. So they are relationships, and people that you meet can be either one of those 5 or 6, whatever that's in the pyramid. So let's say you get in a relationship, and this is fresh. Y'all going out, y'all getting to know each other, and you ask that famous question. Well, for us, when last time you had sex? Who you talking to? This and that, and usually you're going to find that out because you're going to say, hey, let me get your Instagram. I don't have, most people say I don't have one if they hide something. Then you do that famous search. Let me search this shit up. For example, MySpace days. Let me search this shit up. So you search it up and you be like, damn. And then that was the big thing about the top 5, top 3, and shit like that. And you used to get mad at
You
shit.
can put the music on the page.
Top
Yeah,
8.
top 8. You used to get mad. Some motherfuckers just keep Tom up there looking like this.
Nigga said
with the thumbs up.
This
like
nigga
that.
said top 8.
Yeah, top 8. They had a top 20. Anyway, I'm showing my age. But
I
yeah.
ain't no fucking top 8. Man,
well, you late to the party by then. But the
Yeah,
thing
obviously.
is, the relationships these days, if you're talking about meeting somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with, I think it's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not going, if you meet a person and you're not serious about that person, and it goes to what relationship you're in. You in a fuck boy relation or fuck bud? That's what's called fuck buddy relationship, or are you in a relationship where I'm going to introduce this person to my father, brother, my family stuff. Oh, he coming over for Thanksgiving, whatever like that. That is a relationship. But if you're not trying to introduce me to your mother, father, whatever like that, you just fuck buddies. Entanglement. But the thing is that
not the entanglement, Karush.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth because
no, it is.
Because that's a relationship, and then people say, "Oh, we have a partnership," and that's why I say it's It's all up and down. But yeah, I think it's a waste of time these days. I think it is.
Preach.
I don't. You go ahead, Quinn. Go ahead.
I agree with you, Sam, because dating these days is just not the same like it used to be. Like before, you would take your time, talk to somebody. Well, for me, I would talk.
I'm fucking with you.
I talked to somebody for 3 months, right? Then by the time I see if I want to get in a relationship with them, get in a relationship, we last for a long time. We have our ups and downs. We last for a long time. And it went somewhere. Now everything is rushed. People like, oh, I'm not looking for a relationship. You can't even get a relationship, let alone a marriage or anything like that. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just looking for friends. You know, I'm not trying to just talk to this person. You got to figure all these people out, trying to figure out if they like you, if they don't like you. It's just all over the place. It's a mess trying to date people now. And it's just, it really is a waste. Like if that person is not on the same level as you or not thinking the same thing as you, it's really a waste of time. You go in like, okay, what's your intentions? Are you looking for a relationship? Are you looking for this, that? Everybody first question, an answer is, oh, I'm just looking for a friend. Like if we vibe, then we vibe. Or if this and that, like don't nobody got time for that. You want to be in a relationship or you don't. If you don't want to work towards that, then what we doing? Like, yes, it's important to be friends and develop a friendship first. But nowadays, people don't even focus on one person. You talking to this person, you talking to that person, you talking to this person, that. You can't focus and try to get to know one person because you're so busy talking to 1,000 people. And yes, you have every right because you're dating, but it don't go nowhere and it doesn't last long. People don't want to stop talking to all these different people. They feel like they got to have a backup plan or a backup nigga, backup girl. Like it's just truly a waste of time unless you meet someone that is not about playing all those games.
I think it's because people don't want to ask the question. People are scared to ask, where are we? And it usually,
but then they do ask that and then you get played. Like, it's like you scared of being played. Like you ask somebody, what are we? And they be like, you ain't my girl, or we ain't together. Or
but Brittany, listen to what you just said.
What?
You said you asked that question, but you get played.
No, I said people scared of being played. I'm not talking about myself. I'm good, but people be scared of being played.
No. We're not making this about you. We're not attacking you. What I'm saying is, what you said, maybe you meant to say it another way. Sam could correct me, but you said you can ask that question and you get played.
No, I said people are scared of being played. So they ask the question like, what are we? And they even say it in rap songs. Like people scared of rejection. People so scared of being rejected. This is just my opinion on top of it. Okay. Yeah. People are so scared of being rejected by someone or feel like they're being played that they don't ask the question. And then when you do ask the question, you don't get the response that you're thinking because you talk to this person for over a year or a certain amount of time and you're questioning what are we when they're not making the intentions clear. They have not been straight up with you. You are the person that I want. You are this and that and that. And it's like you're wasting your time. So if you're not serious, right. I am taking myself out of my body.
Take yourself out your body. I thought you were about to stop. My fault. That before I said that, my fault. I would say take yourself out your body. Now, are you speaking from the female aspect?
Yes.
Right. That's why I said take
because it's usually the female. It's usually the female that asks that question.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying to him. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we could be real. We could be real, but a male can ask that too. And it could go the same way. They're scared of being rejected too. They scared the girl going to say, we ain't together, blah, blah. It could go both ways. But I know as a female, even myself at one point, a woman
found myself asking, what are we? Because the person wasn't being clear of their intentions. And then they'll tell you, oh yeah, we're dating. That they think that you're supposed to assume or know how they're feeling because they're not being honest or being straight up about their feelings or their intentions. So
what's dating? Sam said, I gotta talk to her. Sam. What's dating?
What's what?
So what's dating? What's dating?
Okay,
That's a good
So
question. That's a good question.
in my opinion, what
really?
dating is, or what's been broken down to me.
I'm trying to. So what's dating like? Is dating as far as like, okay, I've maybe met one of your parents or both of your parents. We went out on, excuse me, we went out on two or three dates, maybe a movie date or date out to eat or something like that, or like I want to know what's dating from another woman aspect, because maybe the way I be dating is different, and I won't cut you off.
People, thank you, because you've been cutting me off. Okay,
yeah.
But people have different stages. Okay, so it's talking, which we too old to be talking to somebody at this point. Okay, so initially it's talking, dating, exclusive, and a relationship. So talking is, I'm just meeting you. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to see where I want to go with this. Dating means, yeah, we go out on dates, right? We talk or whatever, but we're also not exclusive. We're talking to other people. We're trying to see who we like. We're trying to choose. So we're just casually dating. We go out on dates. You know, we talk on the phone here and there. It's not that serious. Exclusive means we're still dating, but I'm only exclusively and only paying you attention. So this is close to being in a relationship. We're exclusively dating. I don't necessarily want you to talk to anyone else. I'm kind of only focusing on you. That's kind of like exclusive. And then, okay, the next step of being in a relationship. We're in a relationship with each other now. We're all the way official. So me in my grown age, I'm not talking to no one. I'm coming up to, okay, we like each other. Okay, cool. I like how you look. You like how I look. Let's get to know each other. We automatically going into the dating because I'm trying to see if I'm interested in you and you're interested in me. And if we're not interested in each other, we're not compatible, then we're going to stop right there. We can just be friends. We can be cool, whatever. But I'm not going to waste my time with you because I shouldn't have to try to figure out if you like me or not after talking to you for a certain period of time.
Can I give the nigga version to dating?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can.
Okay, the nigga version to me is the 3-stroke rule. So gonna fuck 3 times. And you know, if it's good, it's good, and then you know, you move on. I'm just joking, but yeah.
So yours is physical. We ain't even talking about that. We talking about somebody we actually
you know
like.
your brother. That's some truth to what that man says. There's some truth to what he says.
That's on some old other stuff right there.
Yeah,
but I feel you though.
Yeah, that's the same. As soon as you meet the family, I think that it's pretty much a relationship. We just make things very simplistic. Like we just say, okay, I'm letting her meet my mom. Okay, she passed that test. Meet the dad, don't matter. Oh, meet the sister. Oh, okay, she's good.
But you're not gonna send everybody that you're dating to meet your family.
No, that's what I said. That's the difference between us, between dating and relationship. Some people, as we know, and as I know, a person that used to live around my neighborhood will tell the chick because she, you know, he's embarrassed. Park around the corner, come in the back. I'll let you in from the back.
Gang, gang.
Yeah. So that right there is dating. Relationship is when I'm introduced to.
There, Britt?
Oh my God, I was trying to hide it. I'm sorry.
You might need some water or something.
You can always. But wait, go ahead, James. Go if you want. I was just joking. Though. Go ahead.
Boy, please. You're a lie. The devil's a lie. I listen to you. I told you that. I'm listening. It's my dog right there. It's my bro. Man, this. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I think everybody's pause. I think everybody's touching because it's Sammy. Why y'all trying to tell you it's him, yo? With that pause shit. Everybody, I'm pretty much touch on the same base that y'all touching on. That's all. That's pretty much. That'd be the first time on the podcast that I really touched. You got. Yeah, it got points, you know. I ain't really gonna touch that too much, bro.
Okay, that's fine with me. All right, going to something that's more something that I wish I was at right now. Top vacation spots and experiences and movies. Or experiences. I guess you meant experience in movies. Explain
Yeah.
that. Explain your
I kind
question.
of meant like, oh wait, that's the next question.
Yeah.
So what I meant by the question is like, what's your like top vacation spots? Like, even though we're in quarantine, like well, not really quarantine, but like, where's your favorite place to go and like why and stuff like that. And then like movies, like, you know, what kind of movies are you into? What kind of things you into?
Okay.
Oh,
So,
you
what's
want?
your? No, go ahead. You go.
No, well, no. Like I said, I don't mean to cut you off. It's just I like to talk.
I'm not cutting. It's not getting cut off. You good? Go ahead.
You're alive because you said that. But me, I want you to go first, and then I go.
Who?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess vacation. I like taking little trips. So I got a lot of little spots I like of course we go to DC a lot because I like it. Recently been to Atlanta and I love it, want to go back. Of course Florida, like that's always nice. And movies, of course, typical like chick flicks. I don't do no scary movies at all. Don't like them, don't fuck with them. So anything that's like funny, stand up, funny stuff, I think is cool. Positive, you know, girly stuff. But definitely want to go to Vegas, sand spot. I definitely want to go to Vegas. I want to go to Mexico.
No.
We
I haven't been a lot of places that I would like to
get
go.
the coke. Hey, son, we can get the coke, man. What are you talking about? We can get the cocaine. Oh, man, come on, man.
Oh no.
What's
Oh
your
no. Oh.
You gonna have to edit that out.
The views that come from him, I don't do no cocaine. I don't know what the hell he
I
talking
hope
about.
you don't be doing none of that. I hope you ain't hitting them lines.
First of all, I ain't doing no lines. I said we can get the shit over there. We can get the shit over the border so they can get the lines. That's what I'm saying. I ain't doing no damn lines. I'm mad I just did that. That's because of my allergies.
That's that fly shitting on your face walking past you.
My allergies have been bothering me since Friday, yo. I went out the house and forgot to put my allergy medicine, the spray, the nasal spray. I forgot to do it, and then ever since then, shit's been bothering me.
It's that COVID.
Stop. You're terrible.
Bitch, I ain't got no motherfucking
COVID. Well, for me, it would definitely be Vegas. Now, my experiences in Vegas are 10 times funnier than what I would see anywhere else. Now, the funniest shit besides the stuff that I had put on Instagram and stuff like that would definitely be a homeless man literally outside naked, laying there right in front of the Palazzo. It's Venetian also, but the Palazzo, just sitting there. It's hot as shit. It's at nighttime. It's like 100 degrees out. I understand that, but this man was literally sitting there, and everybody's like, "Yo, you good?" And the thing about Vegas is that you can drink on the strip and stuff like that. But this guy was literally naked, laying there, posing, and everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And he said, "It's hot as shit. Don't ask me no questions." So the police come over there. "Hey, sir, we're gonna need you to get up." And he said, "Motherfucker, it's hot out here." So he said, "Well, you just cool yourself now. Get some water." Now, when you tell a homeless person to get some water, it's a fountain right there. and also they have the little boats where people canoe, where it's got the romantic thing. I can't really explain it, but he literally said, "Yeah," he literally got up and said, "Oh, I'm gonna get some water then," and jumped right in the water, swam like that. But that place right there is fun to me, but it's not the most relaxing place because I walk a lot. Yeah,
Mm.
people don't like walking with me. So let's put it that way.
Mm.
So
You doing benches.
yeah. So it's that, but most relaxing place would probably be Orlando. It'd probably be Orlando. I don't like Miami. People love Miami. I really don't like Miami. I don't like South Beach. Let me put it that way. I don't like South Beach, but South Beach has some funny moments also. But yeah, movies, stand up, documentaries. Um, don't do scary movies also. Paranormal activity. Uh,
I was just talking about that today.
yeah. I'll just put that out there. Paranormal activity one. I was scared
Yes,
shitless.
we was both scared. Oh my
I
god.
I was scared because I believe in spirits and stuff like that. And I kid you not, like I thought the door was slamming, all that shit, especially at the
Mhm.
end when the guy flew to the door. I couldn't sleep for a whole year. So
Mm.
I don't do that. You never watched the movie before, Jay?
Nigga, I watched all 4 of them.
Oh no, I'm good. So,
You
one,
wasn't scared?
No, no, not at all. I like this shit that actually I like the shit like that, like where it make you. I like that they. I think they made that like they titled it like a horror or something like that. I like thrillers, I like shit like that, like like have you on the edge of this mother. Whoa, almost died. I like shit like that. So nah, I wasn't scared. What the fuck was scary about that, Toby? What the what the fuck
I
was
don't know nobody name.
It said based on true events. I think
yeah?
that's what got me. So I
Because
was like,
that
oh, this
spirits
really
are real.
happened.
Yeah, spirits are real. That's why. But I mean, you don't let that shit in your house. So yeah, that's
Well,
just how
that's why I still to this day burn my sage, and it's right here next to me. I burn the shit out that. As soon as I get in the house, I burn it. I go around. Anybody coming here, sage it down. There you go. And then when they
Mhm.
leave, they leave. So that's what I did. I rebuke thee.
Yeah.
All right. So next question. How have you been adapting to the pandemic, and have you gone anywhere?
Well, I've been to Atlanta in January, and it was not like what I wanted to experience because of the pandemic, but I made the best of it. So it was really nice with that. And of course, doing like I said, doing little trips like DC, Philly, um, other places like that, like close places, just doing like mini trips. But it does suck doing stuff with a mask on. Like I hate this mask, you know, and then certain things you just can't do because of COVID anymore. So, oh, Ocean City. We went to Ocean City. Um, yeah, just trying to make the best out of the situation for real.
Oh, okay. I'll go next then. For me, last what was it? Last July. Last July,
Mhm.
went to Vegas. Only thing
I
that
know
was
you about to say you want to leave.
yeah. The last only thing about it was that we had I had the most weirdest experience because when the first day I got there, it was cool during the day. Then at night, everybody was out. Weed, like you smell weed all the time. I wound up
Mhm.
buying weed for the first time. Got that. Um, I was surprised that I could have smoked it outside, smoking the casino, all that stuff. That was cool. Um, then towards the next day, we had this whole riot, not riot, but protest, full of white people talking about we should not wear masks, no more masks, no more masks, and everybody just looking like it's 100 degrees out here. You're not seeing no black people out there protesting. At least with us, we'll protest like in the shade or some shit. These motherfuckers is in the street protesting about not wearing masks anymore. That was stupid. Besides that, it was fun. I got to finally take a picture in front of the sign, and yeah, it was good, cool. A lot of places wasn't open, but I didn't have a lot of people with me, so that was pretty much cool right there.
Me, I lost weight. It was the best thing and the main thing that I did because I had some weight on me. And I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. I ain't get to travel I went up York, Pennsylvania. Went up there for about half a month. But the best thing out of that was I lost weight. Well, I don't know how the fuck I gained the weight. That was the problem. But I lost weight.
How have you been adapting to it?
Shit, I just be staying on trying to not gain the weight back. It's a bit challenging though. It's like being in a house. You're like, what the fuck I'm about to do today? But I try to get up every day for my feet touch the ground and just thank God. And I just think, like, all right, let me do something positive today. Like something that I can look back on when it hits 12 midnight or something like that. Oh, okay, I did something positive. That's how I look at it.
Top 5 date ideas in the DMV area.
Ooh.
I ain't been on that many dates. I haven't. So I need somebody daughter to show me some things because I ain't been on that many date spots.
Well, I love to date, so I'm gonna just tell you, it's a lot of things that you can do that don't involve money or a lot of money. And women love stuff like that. You can always do like picnics when it gets warm, of course. You do something in the house if y'all are in a relationship. But me personally, and that's how I messed up my ankle. I like to do like, what do they call it? Forgot what the term is, but like challenging things, like competition things, just to see, to build that type of relationship. So y'all can go to, I just discovered this place called 4 Dimension, and they have like laser tagging, escape rooms, like it's all in one, and it wasn't that bad of a price. So like, we got Dave and Buster's. You can do stuff like that. It's plenty of places to go out to eat. Take someone out to eat or whatever. I love DC, so that's my place to go. But you can do stuff in the area too. So I feel like you can do stuff like that, or bowling, skating, just anything active. Or if you don't like to be active, there's plenty of other stuff to do in the area, I feel like.
I think going by, I don't live too far from the water. I got a couple spots, couple angles just by the water. Because the Bible says when you go by the water, that's really when you're at your open mind. I like going by the water, really. Dave and Buster's is cool, too. I like going by the water, though.
Yeah, that could be romantic, taking some, like, if you on that level with somebody, taking them to like the beach, or just like I said, making a picnic by the water. Like that's really romantic. That was one of my first dates with someone that I had met, that I used to be with. And it was really nice. It was a nice first impression, and it was thoughtful. Like I like stuff like that.
Can you swim?
I'm like, we didn't get in the water, but yes, I can swim.
No, I was just asking, can you swim?
Yeah,
I ain't asking if you got in the water. I was just asking, could you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Well, this nigga don't know how to swim, but for me, I like to go out to eat. So it depends. Like for me, I went to Fado. How many?
Fogo de Chao.
Yes. And I did not.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and the thing is with that, I did not know that it's pretty much like all you can eat buffet.
Yes.
But the thing is like I never seen nothing like this. It's chaotic. I see all these Spanish people run past me and
With different
and
meats.
different paws with different meat, different meat. But I was just looking like this man just in there. So you want this? This is the
Yeah.
lamb. This is
Uh-huh.
the
Chicken.
chicken. This
The
is
beef.
the beef, the
Yeah.
steak, all that stuff. And he just, you want medium? And
Claim
just slide.
it.
And I'm telling you, it's like one come and then the next one come in like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
then
you
you
have to
got,
turn your place card over. You have to. Oh, I forgot it's not gonna show up. But you
yeah,
green and
It's
then
kind of
red.
yeah. And that's what it was. And then it's like they looking, they just scoping you out.
Mhm.
And then as soon as you flip it over, you want this? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'll take that and I'll take this. And the salad bar, that was cool.
Mhm.
Then they give you little drinks and stuff, and yeah, it was cool. That's cool. Um, I mean, it depends on what you like. Uh,
Mhm.
but it's a lot of couple places that you can eat at. DC, they got that. Uh, Chinatown is always good. If you can go down in Virginia, that's what is that called? Sugar Factory. That was
Oh my
nice.
gosh, I forgot about that. Yes, that's
Yeah,
my shit.
I
what they sell there.
You ever seen those little dry ice drinks and they pour it in there and all the smoke come up?
Yeah.
that shit
So
whack.
that's Sugar Factory. So they got like all kind of like food, good food, all kind of creative foods. I mean, Sam went with me for my birthday like a couple years ago, and he had like you had like a donut burger or something like that with an
It
egg
was
on
a
it.
wow. It was a waffle burger,
Oh,
and yeah, that was good shit. I wanted one more, but the drink,
mhm.
I don't know. The drink was just like, I think it's
I
just
think
show
he
and
got the
tell.
wrong flavor. Like that's what I think it is.
Yeah. So if you go into the DMV, you gotta pick selective places. If you go down to DC, just be prepared to pay for your parking ticket.
Hmm.
Um, if you go anywhere in Baltimore, if you go down to the city, you paying $25 for parking. Parking is the big thing for me because this is like, yo, you either park in the garage or you park in the hood. So you
Hmm.
gotta take your charges wherever you can take it at. And yeah, with that.
Yep.
Or you can go by the order, like James said. The next
Bring some food
question,
with you.
bring your food with you. Next question is, if you had a friend who spoke to you in the same way that you speak sometime, oh, you gotta explain that better because I don't explain that better to me there. Let me put it that way.
I believe the question was if you had a friend that spoke to you the way that you speak to yourself.
Yeah.
I believe the end of the question was how long would that be your friend or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Self-talk is the most important talk. I believe the way that you talk to yourself, people will view you as that as well. So if I'm answering a question personally, which I will, yeah, I still have that friend around because I don't tell myself lies. A lot of people tell themselves lies. I think that, again, the way that you talk to yourself is really how people will view you and how you view yourself. Because if you go out here like, okay, yeah, I can do this and I can do that, the world is yours. But if you go out here with your head down and I don't know if I can do this, you don't go out there with no confidence. You got a friend right there, it's just like, damn, I'm telling my friend that. So why would my friend believe in me if I don't believe in my damn self? So I believe self-talk is the most important talk. I would have my friend around. I tell myself every day, I'm gonna do the best I can and put my best foot forward, and I'm gonna go from there.
Well, for me, it's like, okay, let me put it this way. All right, so you self down talk yourself all the time, but it also comes down to accountability to know I have a problem. So if I have self-esteem problems and I have another person that's bringing on that problem and stuff like that, eventually you're going to say, oh, that person is, crossing boundaries because they're saying stuff that I say about myself and I need somebody to uplift me. Some people want people around that's just going to be on the same level with them. And then that's their uses. That's just true. That's their uses. So if you have somebody that has false ego, and then the next person has a false ego also, and you have somebody else that comes and just check you on your bullshit, and then you get mad at them because they telling the truth about yourself, but you don't want to admit it, then they're considered a hater or whatever the case may be. And that's not the truth. That's not the case. So if I talk bad about myself and say, oh, I'm not a good person, whatever the case may be, and then the next person says, yeah, you an asshole sometimes. But then you have another person that say, no, you're a good person. You do this, you do that, do this. Then, you're going to have to make a decision, because some people are just going to say, I keep this person around for their uses. Everybody's getting used for something, whether they like to admit it or not. So you're going to use your uses of that person that's talking negative about you. And yeah, you're going to have to just make a decision. That person's not going to be around long, because after a while, like I said, all these questions coincide with the first question. Do men cheat? And people cheat for ego and all that stuff. So eventually you're just going to get your uses out the person. And if you want to abuse it, you're going to abuse it. And some people don't, some people do. So you're not going to have that person around too long, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, I feel like, piggybacking off of what Sam said, you need a balance with your friends. You don't need someone that's completely like you. You need a balance of different friends. You need someone that's going to uplift you. You need someone that's going to keep it real with you. But with the keeping it real, it's all in how you say things. Okay. If you know how a person is, you should always keep that in mind. But that does not mean that you don't be truthful with them. And for ourselves, like, we do down ourselves sometimes. We feel like we can't do stuff and da da da. So if you saying to yourself, I can't do this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, you need someone telling you, you can do this. You just got to prioritize. This is what you got to do, this and that and that. So if you got someone that's thinking the same as you, you're never going to achieve your goals. What's the point of having a friend or having someone else in your life if they think the same way as you and stuff like that? So I feel like you have different friends and different people in your life for different reasons. Me personally, no, I don't want someone that's just going to tell me something that makes me feel good. I do want someone to be honest with me, but if you're going to give me criticism, I need you to give me a solution as well. You can't just be telling me you doing this wrong, you doing that wrong, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, so what can I do to fix it? If you have nothing and your shit ain't even together, then you shouldn't even be, just sitting here critiquing me. Because some people just love to do that. I've had a friend that I recently had to let go that loves critiquing people, right? And telling them what they're doing wrong and this and that. But their stuff is not even together. And there was always negative stuff. It's never nothing positive. So those people you don't need in your life. So it has to be a balance.
Mm-hmm. And just for piggybacking off of that, I think it was a quote from Nip, your guy, that say, if you have a circle and everybody's not achieving to go somewhere and everybody's on the same bluff and shit you on, then it's a cage. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you don't have nobody pushing you forward to say this, you need to be doing this and that and show you, then they're useless. Like I said, everybody's gonna use their uses. So that person might be used for, okay, I'm here to help this person out. But after you help that person out, it's nothing anymore. So that's just my personal. Which activity makes which activities make you lose track of time?
For me, one, I'll say 2K, and then also I'm honest to a fault. honestly, I'll also say when I'm looking at ways that I can work different muscles in my body. Cause like late at night, I'll be looking at like, okay, if I might hit this tricep, okay, this might hit this right here. That's just me. But 2K probably be number one, but then as far as like working out and stuff like that. And then also I'll say what's the thing called? Like the crafts, like how you can have, well, if you're a hoarder, not a hoarder though. Like if you could just have stuff sitting around in the house, and I watch these videos, they be like, okay, well, you can put this lamp, you can turn this into a vase, wash it out with vinegar, and then put some flowers in it, and it'll live. And I'll just be like kind of amazed by the shit like that. Cause I'm like, damn, I had this sitting around the house all this damn time. And then I could just use this for something. So, those are the three things for me.
Okay. Well, for me, anything that I'm interested in, I feel like, because when I'm interested in something, I keep going. Like if I'm watching a YouTube video on how to do something that I'm interested in, I'm going to keep on going. Or like writing, if I'm in a mood to write or something is on my mind, I'll keep going and going and going with that. Or, not anything in particular, but anything that I guess piques your interest, you kind of lose your mind in it or lose your track of time in it because you're so intrigued on it and stuff like that. So
for me, it would be, of course, 2K, but being on YouTube, yeah. I definitely spend a lot of time on there, especially the interview. I'll be watching interviews all the time. And that's because, I'm going towards crafts and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll watch an hour long of Joe Budden podcast or watching some miscellaneous thing about somebody saying, oh, I did this hotel review. Or it's funny to me, but watching Gordon Ramsay just cuss everybody out, like a compilation of that. Like that shit right there will get me just watching that all day. Get the fuck out of here, you fat fucking wanker. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
He is crazy. Okay.
You fat slob you.
That nigga know how to cook
bitch.
though.
Yes, he did. He definitely did.
He used a lot of salt and pepper. He don't use no flavors.
He know how to cook it. He know how to put that shit on that grill. You gotta get these little streaks right here. What the fuck is this? Yeah, he know how to cook. He know how to cook though.
And the thing is, I knew I watched too much of him because I literally watched this man make eggs just like I do at home. And he made it into a 30-minute video on how to cook eggs.
What? And you watched that whole thing?
I can see why he did that though. I can see that because I know how to cook. I can see why he did that though.
The man just put 2 eggs in there, some butter, but he said it was cream butter, whatever that was, salt and pepper, and he just scrambled the eggs and then he put on the plate and he said, "There you go." And I'm like,
you listen to what you just said.
But that's something that I'll lose track of time. If I watch that or anything as far as interviews or anything like that, definitely going to spend a lot of time. 2K, I spend too much time on it, which is unhealthy. But yeah, I definitely do that. So yeah. Next question is,
who the fuck puts butter in eggs?
You don't put butter in your eggs? It makes them fluffy.
You can make eggs fluffy without, well, I'm not gonna come at a chef's daughter, but I'm just saying, like, hell no, I don't do that. I know how to make eggs fluffy without it. I've never done that before. I think it's about the flame with that. You can make them fluffy with the flame. That's just me.
I don't know nothing about that. But but the next question is, what gets you excited about life?
The marathon. What get me excited the progress that I've made when I look back at my life, being homeless, coming through foster care, having about 3, 4 surgeries on the back of my head. You know, I look at all that as motivation. And where I'm at now, you know, it's coming up on 2 years in my own place. I was homeless for a fucking long time.
That's good.
I just look, thank you. I just look at it like, you see my background. That was my favorite rapper. You know, he got me through them hard times. Pause, because of Sam. It's only because of Sam I'm gonna say pause.
Hey,
Only because of Sam.
hey.
But you know, where I came from, you know, like I said it on the last podcast, I came from nothing. My grandmother will tell you, I came from nothing. So just the progress, like just, but not just like where I'm at now. You know, it's just more so like if I'm doing things to build on where I came from, that's what really helps me the most. I have to achieve something every day. I have to burn at least 150 to 250 calories every day. I have to be doing something. I gotta stay active. And I look at that like, okay, yeah, I'm working my way. I'm working my way to this. I'm working my way to that. And that's the marathon right there. I don't look at it as a race. It's a marathon in my eyes. And that's what really excites me about life. And just seeing my grandmother smile on her face whenever I go see her, she told me she's so proud of me. That really helped me out a lot too.
You touched me. That was a good one. I don't think I can top that.
Hey, man, hey, woman, you speak from the heart, man. That's all I'm doing.
Well, what motivates me about life, one, my son, you know, he's looking at me and he's looking at me for, you know, examples and stuff like that. And just looking at him, it's just like, okay, I got to do this for him. I got to make sure I take care of him and teach him right. And also like, you know, the little things that I've been through, I ain't been through all that, but the things that I've been through and just seeing the progress of it, it's just like, okay, I made it through this, so I know I can make it through this. And you know, everybody has a purpose. Everybody on this earth has a purpose. So I believe in my purpose. And, you know, it just gets you excited about being here and being thankful for being here and being able to breathe, walk, see, you know, a lot of things, just being fortunate for what you have and just appreciating it and being able to help and touch others. So that's my motivation.
I wouldn't say excited, but I have seen recently that people have asked me for help, which I always have been helping people. But having people in the family or random person say, yo, you know, you doing the podcast and stuff like that motivated me to start our own podcast, you know, stuff like that. Oh, how you do this? How you do your background like that? And I'm willing to share. I don't have an ego where, nah, fuck that. I ain't talked to you in a minute. Fuck you. I'm not showing you nothing. No, I don't have that. Random old. The thing about that is that I have random old people at my job that ask me for advice. So it's something that they see that say, oh, I don't know how to do this, Sam, this and that. Oh, how you do a job interview? I'm about to do my first job interview in about 20 years, you know, that type of thing. And I'm sitting there, a person that sucks at giving interviews and doing interviews, a person to say, yeah, you know, just do this, stand up tall, do this and that. Having strangers saying I inspired them and stuff like that. Whatever it may be, that might be something that I wouldn't say it excites me, but something that say, okay, I'm turning my pain into a purpose. So the thing is like, okay, I might not be the happiest all the time. I might be in my little cocoon and stuff like that, which I'm working on, but that gets me excited for life. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm putting this out. Hopefully I get paid for it and I ain't gotta go to work anymore or deal with racist people, stuff like that. I don't give a fuck if they say it, but not dealing with that anymore, then that would be something that I would say it keeps me going, motivate me to keep going as far as life goes. So yeah. Go ahead.
I see. Okay. Mama, seeing my friends manifest what's theirs, you know, like how you are right now. I already know, you know, you ain't that emotional guy, you know, you can't say, yeah, I love you or whatnot. But
Yeah,
you know, and it is, you know.
it
Be
must
my
be the weed.
dog. The wig.
Yeah, it must be the weed.
Nah, I ain't the wig. Yeah, nah, nigga, I'm just
The truth come out when you smoke weed, Sam. That's how he feel.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
smoking no
I
weed. Nah, ain't no, I ain't even smoking no weed. That's the funny thing. I'm just saying, you know, I feel like so intellectual with Britt saying, with Sammy Watt saying, you know, and I be having a lot to say. I like talking, but I like talking to the right people. But I like seeing, you know, my brothers, you know, not just people I don't know, just, you know, like people that I know just really manifesting their destiny, you know, like really working towards their things. And like you said, like just, okay, you need some help with this? Oh yeah, well, if I can't help you out, I'll help you out. I love helping people. That's why I'm a phlebotomist.
Yeah.
I draw blood for a living. I love it, nigga. I love that shit. I love it. I love being in this field because with that plasma that I'm taking out your body, that's helping somebody else. So just seeing people grow, pause, because it's saying, just seeing, it's because of him, yo. Like just, just seeing people really manifest their destiny, and then like feedback off of. I'm a concrete rose. I'm a concrete rose. So to help people and to talk to people like, you know, yeah, I think you should go about this. I know you're gonna go about it like that if you want to, but I think you should go just helping people. It's one of the things that I really love about life too. That shit get me excited. You know, just when Sam told me, yeah, I'm looking at this right now, you know, I'm trying to find this. But if Sam called me, yeah, man, you know, I need some help with this, or if I tell Sam, and he don't ask for help. That's the one. He don't ask for help.
No.
But if he need help, he will say, yeah, man, you know, like I might need some help with this. I don't usually do this, but I ain't gonna put this business out there right there. You feel me? But I already put enough out. You know, like just being that person that people calling like, yo. But when the energy is just like reciprocated, I believe that's the word.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you ain't just calling me when you need help, but when I need help, you ain't answering the phone. No, like it's reciprocated with Sam. Like, I can ask Sam, I need help with this shit, man. What the fuck, man? Like, Jamie, calm down. Just calm down. I can help you with this. And then Sam might tell me some shit. We on 2K. What the fuck, man? I Sam, switch this badge. Sam, switch the badge. This might help. Oh, okay. I see what you said. You know, like that type of shit right there. That's the marathon. That's what Nick was telling us about. That's embedded in my soul. You know, that marathon will continue. Just helping people out. It's about ownership, you know. I'm watching Sam grow before my eyes. Pause. But I'm watching Sam, man. I'm watching Sam manifest in my eyes. You know, from the first time that I was on the show, was it last year, Sam? IG.
Yeah,
I know Britt was on there, and I was just talking. It was a show your face. You know, just like, you know. I don't think my hair was done or nothing like that. You feel me? it's like, show your face, show your face. I'm saying, it's like, you guys show your face. You know, so it's like just watching, just watching. Like, a lot of people don't realize a month might be 30 to 31 days. It's 24 hours in a day. You can get a lot done within 2 days and feel tired, but you still got a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
When your body is actually to able rest, and you wake up, you know, y'all know that sleep is just like, you know, you wake up from that mid nap, you like, oh shit. And then you just like, damn, you know, I got this done, I got that done. You know, like, that's the marathon. And just watching my brothers do that, my brothers, my sisters, you know, just watching them do that, that's the shit that get me excited. It get me hyped. I'll be in the house like, yeah, let's go. Now, what's the next move, you know? Jamie, calm down. Yeah, I know. Shit, I get overhyped sometimes, but I love it. I love seeing it. I love it, you know, because everybody was put here to help each other, but a lot of people don't know how to help each other because a lot of people just trying to get over on each other, you know. But that date bound to that dates back to that foundation. But you know, people gonna be whoever they are. But as far as I'm concerned, this marathon will continue. You feel me? For me and my brothers and my sisters. I'm sure. My Sam, I know I carried it on, Sam. I know I did.
Yeah.
I know I did, Sam. I know I did. I needed to get it on my chest, man. I needed
I feel you.
I know I carried that. I know I did, Sam.
All right. I will go ahead. You want to go ahead? Brittany, you got more? Okay.
That was good.
The last question. What's the difference between living and existing? Go ahead.
I feel like living, you're just, you know, you're not living by your purpose. You just getting by, right? You just like, well, hold on. I said that backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Existing is what I meant to say. Existing, you're just getting by. You're just doing what needs to be done. You know, you're not really doing what you want to do. You're just doing what you feel like you're supposed to do. And it's just like, oh, okay. You're not really excited. You're not really following your dreams or nothing like that. And living is doing everything that you possibly can. All your goals, all your, bucket lists, like just trying to fulfill all your dreams and, really trying to find your purpose on this earth and doing what makes you happy, not caring about what nobody thinks, or what somebody will say. You just literally are just free. That's what I feel.
I'll go after you, Sammy.
Okay. For me,
it's him, yeah.
The difference with these two words for me is like I was existing, not getting in too much detail. I'll get into detail. After having a miscarriage with my significant one, I was existing. Now I had to find a year later to try to get out that mud hole. So now I'm living because, like I said, you get tired of working at your job. You're not getting respected at your job, and etc. And now you're at a point where you're saying, okay, I'm either going to just sit here and exist in this matrix and just go to work 9 to 5, come home, play the game. Same shit over and over. So living now is more like, okay, I have something to look forward to. My creative juices is flowing. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, okay, I'm living to that purpose or whatever purpose it may be, because we don't know why our purpose is here. So if we did, all of us would probably do our purpose in high school, middle school, say, oh, no, fuck you. I don't want to do this shit. I already know what I'm doing. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. I'm going to be this. That's why people gravitate to Kobe Bryant so much, because he knew his purpose in high school, probably before high school. Like, I know I'm going to be a basketball player. LeBron James, I know I'm going to be a basketball player. I'm going to be a business owner. I hate bringing this nigga up, but I mean, he knew who he's going to be a long time ago. Donald Trump. He already knew when
Yeah.
he came after he what, I don't know when he said this, but he's like, I'm going to run for president. So he went about in any means necessary to say, I'm going to talk about Obama until they pay attention to me. And then when my time comes, I'm going to be president. That's what it is. So it is what it is with that. So, it living existence is pretty much, it can go hand to hand, or it can go separate and be different. But some people are existing, some people are living, and some people need to get out the mud to order to live, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Go ahead. You ain't gotta raise your hand.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Damn. Jamie, you said you was gonna work. Okay. That try to get away from that. Living. I feel like living and existing. I start on existing. I think existing is that 9 to 5, 7. Everybody don't know that purpose. But I think everything dates back to your foundation. Even though when you become older and you're older enough to make your own decisions, I still feel like your foundation plays a big part in it. Because I tell you, I'll be honest. At times, throughout my life, I felt stagnant, very stagnant, very stagnant. Way before the pandemic, way before I was homeless. But I was doing what I had to do, and it was just like, damn. I looked at myself one time. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, yeah, this person got this car, cousin got this car, da, da, da. But it was more so like, after I did that reflection, because a lot of people got to do reflections. I do reflections all the time. It's just like, you want to settle for this? So this is living. You want to just live with your own place. Now, granted, man, I ain't gonna lie. I would love that wife with the white dog, cocaine fence, 2, 3 cars in the driveway, something like that. But I know that shit still might happen though. But at the same time, it's just like, I looked at myself when I looked at what other people was doing because of what other people was feeding me. It's just like, I'm just living. But I really wasn't just living. I was really doing what I had to do. I was really just, I was where I was supposed to be at in this marathon of life. You can't compare yourself to somebody else on this marathon. Your marathon is yours. I just told my homegirl that yesterday. I said, man, she said, I'm trying to get where you at, trying to get my own place. Nah, you could be better than me. You actually gotta do that reflection and say, yeah, I'm living right now, but I'm gonna do some reflection. I'm a little stagnant right now, but at the same time, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be because of the choices that I made, but also because of what God wants me to be at. Now, granted, everybody don't believe in God. My grandmother, I know God real. So everybody don't believe in a higher power of God. He got different names. But as far as living, we all living. But if you stand stagnant, I think you'll get an idea about it. I think when you become stagnant, I think that's that shit that make you want to bury that drink, bury that weed, or whatever you're doing. I feel, I'm speaking from the heart. I feel like that's why a lot of people do this shit. Like, all right, I ain't where I want to be. A lot of people don't know how to take responsibility and acceptance of where they are because of the decisions that they made.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't know how to do that. Now, I'm 28, you know. I'm wise beyond my years. I ain't ashamed of saying my age. We're all living. A lot of times, when we look at it, it's just like we're all just a lot of people just staying stagnant. We don't really know what we're doing. Like you said, we don't really know what we're doing, you know. But I believe if we pray, I'm going off subject. Should I stop?
Go
I know
ahead.
I am. I know I'm going off subject. I know I am. I know I am, man. I believe we pray. You know, it's my grandma say. You know, I was in the group homes, far away from her, foster homes. So you pray. You put your right foot and your left foot, whatever you want to say. You put your feet on the ground. You do the right thing. God gonna protect you. Whatever God you believe in, whatever higher power. So yeah, we're all living, but a lot of us is just staying stagnant. I believe so. And we don't see it, or we're blind to the fact, or we don't want to accept that fact. I feel like next week podcast is Sunday. We setting up Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna ask some questions. I want to piggyback off this because this you can tell, boy. I got man. Trying to tell you, it's there though. But everybody need to know that marathon will continue as long as you do the right thing. Right thing gonna work out, man. That's all.
All right. So we wrapping up. Anybody? Well, got anything going on? Y'all introduce. Tell what y'all got going
Is
on. Where to
Britt
go at
still
the find?
here?
Yeah, she's still here.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
So tell everybody y'all Instagrams and all that.
My
Ladies first.
Instagram is pretty Britty 7, I believe.
Yep.
I am gonna start working on my YouTube channel, which is Beauty with 2 eyes. B is behind me. So I am going to start doing stuff on my YouTube channel. It's going to be everything beauty, makeup, hair, just things that make me happy, writing, expressing your emotions, how to handle your emotions. So it's going to be like a different type of vibe type channel. So this has been good practice for me. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on.
All right, Jamie, the guy that said I'm not smoking weed earlier, I meant to
Right.
say,
He
yeah,
looked like he getting faded over there. Oh.
yeah. You looking at the ground,
Yeah, you and your thoughts.
All
Yeah.
that neighborhood nip, man. You know.
What's your IG? What's your IG?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
I was
Say
about to
your
say.
IG again.
I thought that was a question. And shit. I got
Oh my
Brittany,
god.
yo. I did. I got
Stay off the weed.
My IG 2 underscores PHUCKANCER 2 times. My Facebook is Marathon Dre. I should be starting my podcast within it give us some time on this marathon, you know. But that's my IG and that's my Facebook. Again, I want to say thank you, Sammy Watts, for having me on the show. Great show. Definitely had to take that motherfucking nap again because you told me it was gonna be like that. But thank you again for having me on the show, bro. That's all love.
Yep. For me, make sure you check out There You Go Capping Podcast. That is on the same channel as this channel is. Until we get up the followings and the subscribers, please check it out. It's a sports cast. We talk about sports, all that. Check out this podcast also on SoundCloud. A lot of people like going there for that. So you can go to SoundCloud, check it out on SoundCloud for the audio. If you don't want to see my face or my ugly ass, whatever it is, or you want to see these people's faces, check it out on YouTube. Search up YouTube, search up Sammy Loco. It's right here. And yeah,
Wow.
yeah, wow. To check me out on Instagram also. Instagram is Sammy I am 22. No, it's not. Sammy Loco 22. That is IG. Twitter is Sammy I am 22. And I appreciate everybody checking us out. Yeah. So
The neighborhood.